Hello Monster Jam fans and welcome back to another Monster Jam OC video. Today we're going to do yet another prediction, this time the top 5 Gravediggers that Spin Master should make in the future. Well, welcome back everyone. Today is yet another prediction video which seemed to be very popular, especially during the later parts of the years each year. I have done these many times before. I've done most of them in Hot Wheels Monster Jam prediction form, obviously because Hot Wheels had the contract for such a long time. And now, of course, Spin Master is here, and they've done so much this year that I feel like I should put my input in right now before something else happens next year, and of course 2021, and so on. Now, you guys are actually getting a very exclusive sneak peek at the orange Morgan Kane Gravedigger from World Final 17 on your screen right now. This case has not been reviewed yet. This is actually Mix 7, but for the purposes of this prediction video, I had to show you guys it. So here's a little sneak peek on that, and we're going to get right into it. So I want to start here by actually going through a quick little list of things that Spin Master actually has already done this year. Now, I can't show you everything I want to show you today because this video is actually out before the official announcement of the 5-pack of Gravediggers with, of course, Green Ghost, Grandma Gravedigger, Blue Panel, the Gravedigger number 3, and Red Primer Gravedigger. I can't show those on camera today, unfortunately, but of course I can show you some trucks that they've already done in the recent cases. So you can see here Mix 6 actually had the most historic Gravedigger so far released by Spin Master and any major diecast company up to this point. You can see here it has full flame wrapping on the front hood for the classic paint job. So this is the Danger Divas one. Of course it has pink rims just because it's Danger Divas truck, but next year we should see only this style Gravedigger for the regular mainline releases with the corrected flames. So they have done that this year. They've also gone back in time and done some of the trucks for the past World Finals, or I guess just one, but here it is right here, the Gravedigger, of course, Morgan Kane Orange Gravedigger, which again is a sneak peek from Mix 7, which you guys will be seeing hopefully on October 1st or in September if the case gets released early like the other one did, Mix 6, which is of course this case here. They've also done many different designs such as the Fire and Ice editions and also an employee exclusive edition, a playset exclusive edition, and I believe Overcast, Chrome, and maybe a couple others that I'm missing, but those are the major ones that are different deco style variants, and you can see here there's a couple major ones on screen anyway. Now that means there's still plenty of room for other Gravediggers to be made in the future. The big ones really are the anniversary Gravediggers and of course some other paint jobs that have run at World Finals. There's also a couple Gravediggers from like 2000 and 2005 that had different little variants in their decos that could still be made, and there's so many different possibilities to be done and so many years left of the Spin Master contract. Of course the first few years of the contract, it could be re-signed in the future. There's just limitless possibility with what can happen, and I want to again give my suggestions now before new production line has started. So let's start with the first one I want them to make, which is number 5. So kind of low on my list, but I still want them to make it regardless. And I thought about this one for a while, and I kind of thought about it because we haven't really seen much of this truck. This is a custom concept. I'm not sure if Mattel designed this one personally, but this is the Gravedigger, what we call the Grimm side panel Gravedigger. So you can see here, it says Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger with the stacked logo, and you have, of course, the Grimm, as we call him Grimm, on the side here with a shovel. And you can see here the tombstones, and they have the little goblin ghost looking things coming out of them in green. And of course he's there, he's really buff, he's got the shovel, he's got some skeleton boots on, and it's just an overall amazing looking truck. It also has the Grimm face on top with Bad to the Bone. Now, not much is known about this specific paint job. It was never run in real life, only in toy form by Mattel. And to see this on a Spin Master tooling would be insane to have the full flames on this. Of course, this is the old square body tooling, but you can see there, it would be amazing to have this thing come back with the new casting and all the accuracies that Spin Master could potentially add if, of course, Monster Jam still has these wraps available, which I'm sure they do. Of course, if they're making Green Ghost, they have to have something that's more recent like this one around. So this would be amazing to see on a Spin Master tooling. Of course, I'd love to see what they would do with it, and hopefully not give it chrome rims. It should be something new, maybe a green P-Lock with gray rims. But the Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger with the Grim side panel. Also, they had a chrome edition of this. They could do, of course, a variant, maybe in a 4-pack or something with the chrome. I'm not looking for the chrome one specifically. I'm only looking for the black and green one, but it would be pretty cool to see the chrome one as well in the future if they ever do this paint job. So that's number 5 on my list out of the top 5. The next one is the 25th anniversary Chrome Gravedigger. Now this is the one with the specialized side panel, of course. It says the Gravedigger in the curved logo with the 25th anniversary and the giant moon and haunted house. So this is the one that ran at World Finals. I believe it ran during the season as well. I could be wrong on that. I don't really know much about this specific paint job anymore. I used to love this thing. It used to be one of my favorite paint jobs, but of course new paint jobs have come out and I've changed my mind on that. But this is the gray on gray Gravedigger, as I call it, because the flames, of course, are gray, and you can see they're gray on the hood and the roof here, and of course the purple ghost really stands out with the purple stripe on the hood. Now, if Spin Master were to do this one, it would be absolutely insane, because of course they're incorporating the new flame design, which would be completely gray wrapped around the hood, and also the chrome body would look pretty good on the new tooling and all these different graphics a little bit sized up here on the side panel. So this one is definitely a must at some point. I really hope that at some point they go back and maybe do an anniversary pack with the 30th anniversaries, maybe a 35th anniversary roof deco, this 25th anniversary truck, and of course the next truck, which is on my list, which of course is my favorite Gravedigger anniversary paint scheme, which might surprise you guys, the 20th anniversary Gravedigger. Now, Mattel did give us 2 versions of the 20th anniversary Gravedigger. They gave us a small hub version, which was pretty good for its time, but not accurate. And then they came back with the Toys R Us exclusive pack during the 30th anniversary, which included the brand new Big Hubs 20th anniversary Gravedigger. And this is one of my favorite Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks of all time, only because it's the 20th anniversary Gravedigger. Now, if Spin Master came back and made those in the future, it would be one of my favorite designs of Spin Master, for sure. So you can see here, this is the 20th anniversary design, very famous. Of course, it had all the old trucks on the tombstones, the blue panel, grandma, the red primer, and the spooky paint job. It's actually kind of basically showing you guys the Gravedigger 5-pack that you'll see in about a month from Spin Master. The only truck not on there, because it wasn't around at the time, was Green Ghost. But anyway, you can see here, this is the 20th anniversary Gravedigger, and can you guys imagine seeing this one with the new tooling and all the flame wrapping and all that? It would just be insane to see this old truck come back to life with this edition of the body. So I really hope Spin Master again goes back and does an anniversary pack with these trucks. And on the topic of anniversaries, we're still moving down my list, and this is my number 2 on my slot, which is the 30th anniversary Gravedigger paint schemes. Now, I should have brought the green one out as well, but I personally like the purple one more than the green one. So you can see here, this is the purple edition of the 30th anniversary Gravediggers, and these included white flames on the trucks, of course, with the tombstones, with the racing championships on the roof, with the 430 years logo, and the giant Grim Gravedigger face, the modern Grim Gravedigger face that they use now, with the 30th anniversary and the Gravedigger stacked kind of curved logo. And of course it had the purple roll cage, and they gave it Spectra Flame rims, but I think the real truck also had the similar style rims. So Spin Master should definitely make, again, a 30th anniversary, 35th anniversary, 20th and 25th anniversary pack, maybe a 5-pack, maybe a 4-pack. I'm not sure what they would do with it. Or maybe just release them over the next 9 years in random releases. But I really think that they should use these trucks as a base for future releases, because at some point the Gravediggers will repeat themselves, and that's kind of when trouble will start on the pegs at stores, which we have actually seen with Overcast Gravedigger this year. So I think changing up the designs with these old designs that people really loved, and this is why I think the Gravedigger 5-pack is going to do so well, is because of all these designs that people love and know. They're coming back, and they're going to want to collect them because they're going to look so good. So definitely flashy things like this purple here and the chrome that I showed before will do well. So I really hope that they consider this information and use it for future editions. So that's number 2. Now my honorable mention here, and I must mention it because you guys will ask me in the comments why I didn't, is the Cole Vernard, and I'll put it on screen, the Cole Vernard World Finals 17 Gravedigger. Now, I have no clue on earth why Mattel did not do the Cole Vernard edition of Gravedigger. It is a purple paint scheme. Basically, it's this paint scheme here, just in purple. So purple rims, purple roll cage, purple flames, and it was beautiful. It was one of the best Gravediggers I've ever seen in person, and it was amazing. Again, I'm not sure why Mattel did not do that. I don't really question what Mattel does anymore because it just doesn't make sense, but this one here is the Morgan Kane one, and now I really hope that Spin Master goes back and makes the Cole Vernard one in the future. And the last one is, of course, the Halloween Gravedigger. This was released back as our first ever Halloween Gravedigger from the Monster Jam Superstore, made by Mattel, and it was great for its time, and I still am very happy with the graphics. However, the execution that Mattel did with this truck was very poor. The reason I say that is because they were using their square body at the time, so this old tooling here, and the bead locks also are known to scratch off very easily. If I were to rub this with my finger, the purple would come off, just like the Spectraflames one on this one did. So anyway, besides the error with the beadlock painting, you can see here this design has to go on a new tool. This design is beautiful. It is, of course, Monster Jam's own design, so there's no real issues with it being a conflict. But you can see here, this design is just so insane. And for a Halloween edition, maybe in 2020, this would be amazing. I don't know if they're doing a Halloween truck, and I can't say if they are or not, because I don't know in 2019. But if they do a 2019 exclusive Halloween, I think that they should come back next year and do the Gravedigger over with the full flame wrapping with the purple. That would be just crazy. So this deserves a spot. I really think that it deserves to be done again in accurate form. I hope you guys agree with that as my #1 pick, because I think the graphics are so insane, and it would be awesome to see it come back in the future. So that is #1 on my list, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys agree with this as well. I think that this is a really unique opportunity to do things over again and do them right, and Spin Master's team is definitely ready to do that. Hopefully they take these suggestions into consideration. I will show them this video and kind of talk to them about my predictions and why I think they should be done before others. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments what your top 5 are. I want Spin Master to also see other people's suggestions, not just mine, but the community's as well. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys are welcome for the sneak peek. I hope you guys also enjoyed that. And until next time, this is Ryan of Monster Jam OCD, signing out.